Hare Krishna. 40th Shloka, Bhagavad Gita, 2nd chapter. Neha vikramanasosti pratyavayo na vidyate swalpamapyasya dharmasya trayate mahato bhayat. Even if one falters at the beginning, that is, at the learning stage of spiritual knowledge, no problem. His efforts are not wasted. Even a small sincere effort made in spiritual way will protect one from great miseries of the world. It will protect. It is a deposit for him, fixed deposit for him, the good deed. It is said for dedicated efforts for submission to the God that we have to note. However, any deeds done for materialistic gain, for materialistic pleasure, for pleasing lower level of deities, etc., this may not be applicable. This may not be applicable. The result will be negative and futile, waste, adverse many times, or even always. One who seeks spiritual gain should perform one's prescribed duties without any expectation of results. It is called as nishkama karma, and submit it to the Lord Almighty's feet. It is called as submission, the samarpana. So in total, it is sarva karma samarpana, total submission of the deeds. In the process, if it is not reached the final, no problem. Still it will yield positive results. Any sincere efforts will please the Lord, and through His grace one will be able to achieve the spiritual fruits, and ultimately he will get the aparoksha jnana. 41st Shloka. Vyavasayatmika buddhi reke hai kurunandana bahushaka henantascha buddhayo vyavasayinam. O scion of Kuru dynasty, O Arjuna, there is only one perfect means of knowledge that leads to spiritual gain towards reaching the Lord. There are endless teachings, means that lead the undecided ones to diverse, wrong, confusing knowledge. There are many branches of teachings about spiritual knowledge. They are contradictory and lead to dead end of the path and confuse the spiritual seeker. It wastes the seeker's time and, of course, a lifespan. Then how does one know the true path of spiritual development, spiritual gain, and the spiritual teacher? How to know real spiritual teacher? Sri Krishna says true spiritual knowledge is based on evidences from spiritual texts such as Vedas, Sadagamas, Brahma Sutras, etc. These Sadagamas, holy texts, are realized by Vaishnava saints as it is. Lord Sri Krishna's sayings, teachings are being followed by these saints truly as it is, and they are only true masters to guide the spiritual seeker. The Vaishnava path declares the Lord Krishna is supreme super soul and supreme controller of all the infinite real souls and this materialistic world. The Supreme Lord is real and infinite number of souls who are dependent on him are also real, and this world is also real. Vedas, Brahma Sutras, Gitas, etc. interpreted by Vaishnava saints, showing the real path for spiritual gain, for the spiritual seeker. Next 42nd and 43rd slokas. Yamimam pushpitam vacham pravadanta upasthitaha vedavaadaratah partha nanyadastiti vadinaha kamatmanah swargapara janma karma phalapradam kriya vishesha bahulam bhogaishwarya gatim prati. O Partha, those with limited knowledge, with peripheral knowledge of Vedas, advocate attaining heavens. Elevation to the celestial abodes is only the goal. Those people, they focus on temporary worldly pleasures, worldly riches, worldly fame, and etc. for the worldly benefits. By achieving this, they feel it is the end of their goal, the result as described in Vedas and in these Vedic rituals. They feel that is the end, that is the fruit of Vedic ritual, that is final. During the stay in heavens, after getting results, they will get luxurious life of enjoyment. Elevation to heavenly planet life is not a goal of final order. It is purely temporary. Once his account of goodness, Vedic deeds is completed, it is sure that he will fall back to the life in the earth. Again he has to go through the cycle of birth, death, birth continuously. To conclude, one should raise above this meaning of Vedas what it is being appearing and interscope within and try to get inner spiritual meanings of Vedas and the holy texts. For this one should have blessings of real gurus. Here real guru is Lord Krishna and his words are Gita itself. Gita interpreted by his parampara, the succession, the Vaishnava saints, is only to be followed. Sri Madhwa Muni has interpreted Gita based on Lord's words, sayings only, based on quotings of scriptures, etc. Gita Tatparya and Gita Bhashya, two wonderful commentaries or a contribution of Madhwacharya on sayings, Gita sayings, on sayings of Lord Sri Krishna. These are the true inner heart words of Lord Krishna. Jaitirtha Muni, Sri Raghavendra Swamigalu, Sri Satyadhana Tirtha, etc. all followed the Acharya Madhwa's writings and written notes, valuable notes on Bhagavad Gita. 44th sloka. Bhogaishwarya prasaktanam sayapahuta chetasam vyavasayatmika buddhihi samadho na vidhiyate. With their mind, it continues from the previous slokas, with their minds corrupted with confusing thinking, wrong thinking, they immerse in worldly pleasures. Those all that what they are doing. And their intellect, the buddhi, will pursue worldly pleasures only again and again. They are embedded, they are encircled in worldly affairs. They engage in enhancing their worldly luxuries only. Thus they will not focus their minds on perfect knowledge to reach the path of God realization and the path of ultimate moksha, salvation. By immersing in the material gain always, they will be getting temporary gains, luxuries always and always. Such people will not be able to meditate on God. They will be not able to focus their buddhi mind on God realization. They lose concentration and will not succeed in spiritual journey. They will be always hanging